Today I'm going to share about simple daily joy that is different from the previous videos that I've shown that revolve around simple things like spending time with the family, looking at the waves on the beach, seeing a squirrel, run around. Today I'm going to talk about work, which is something that all of us are engaged in, many of us, in fact. Whether it's active work that gives you an income, but it could be also active work that doesn't give you an income, but you do it because there is something about laboring it and knowing that after you finish that work, it gives you a lot of satisfaction. And I believe that's what William Butler Yeats is talking about. He's a poet that lived in 1865 through 1939. And I have this as a postcard that I sent out to thank my customers whenever they purchase a product from my Simple Daily Joy shop at Etsy right now. And he simply defined joy as this: joy is of the will, which labors, which overcomes obstacles, which knows triumph. Now, digital stuff, all these skills are all very new to me, and I'm learning. And there are many times in which I hit a roadblock, but because I'm determined to finish the work, complete the work, cross that finishing line, I put myself at a place where I would overcome it because I know this joy of trying. So let me just go ahead and give you an example of what that means for me. So I'm going to go here and show you an example of what that quote means to me or how that applies to me personally. A couple of weeks ago, this is one of my shops, What a Prayer on Etsy. And a couple of weeks ago, I came upon the idea of designing a mug around faith. How do I overcome obstacles so that in the end, I'm going to have the joy of triumph? Because work is laborious, a physical hug is wonderful. Being able to be out to feel the sun on your face is awesome. A cup of tea is true joy as well. But for many of us, we are engaged in work that requires attention to details, plus overcoming the obstacle and ensuring that we cross that finish line. How do we have joy in that moment? Let me give you something that's kind of that's happening right now that I did. So a couple of weeks ago, I came up with an idea of wanting to produce mugs that has this phrase called "Faith Can Move Mountains." I did this one in monotone colors, chose the font that I like, and knowing that there are different customers out there, I decided to create another one. And the other one was this. I know people like colors, so I use a different font, a different way of putting the mountains in a pattern, in a way that would appeal to people. It appeals to me, though. So, close shop, thought it was a wonderful thing. I experienced great joy in being able to have the product out. But then later on, I was thinking about the product and I realized that I want faith to mean something more. Yes, faith can move mountains. But what if I drop the modal verb can? How would that sound? So I went about creating a new product, and this is what I came up with. Faith moves mountains. And I sat with it. And I played with it. And I realized something powerful. That yes, this is what I want to stand by. This is the product I want to stand by. Faith moves mountains. You know what it means, right? Maybe not. What it means for me is a testimony of faith on the product, a message I want my customers to remember when they buy this. It's like believe this. Faith moves mountains. And if you don't believe that, cultivate a faith which allows you to believe that faith moves mountains so that when you look back in your life, you can see, wow, that was pure faith because I know that this is impossible. But having faith, the kind of unshakable faith to know that what you want to do can come about, that is powerful. And we all could use a dose of that, isn't it? A faith that moves mountains. So, which leaves me with more work to do because I got to change this one and I got to change this one as well. That's going to be a lot of work, but I know that when I overcome this, make these changes, which is a lot of work, something I'm not fond of because I'm not good with technical details and it's very laborious. It's just a lot of time and work, time's put in. At the end of it, I'll experience joy. Joy in knowing that I've put something out there that I believe in, that I stand by, that I love, and it's whatever version 1 or version 2 that were previously out there are changed, and now I stand in faith that that's the product that I want the world to have, and so that's joy, being able to overcome all the minute details to make that happen. I hope you enjoy this video. That's it, and give you inspiration, motivation to press on and do what you're supposed to do today and complete it, overcome it, and may bring you lots of simple joy today. Bye bye.